Hey y'all, welcome back to the Libs Reaction. I'm Libs. This is episode 4 of season 2 of The Last of Us. I am so glad you are here, and I'm so happy to be diving back into this show. The Last of Us is one of my favorite games, and it is an adaptation that I feel strongly is a phenomenal adaptation. I know there are people out there that will say differently. For me, I am pleased, and I am enjoying the changes. I think changes are necessary. And even if it feels a little uncomfortable to see the story through a different lens, I wouldn't like watching a show that is a one-for-one adaptation. So, and that's just me. If you want the full interaction of this or anything else you see here on this channel, head over to Patreon. Otherwise, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you in the episode.
So I got 3 voters against the wall. I caught them red-handed disseminating pamphlets.
What's a voter?
Greenberg goes, no one asked you, jizz boy.
Why am I laughing with them? It wasn't even that funny.
The citizens, why do you call them voters?
Oh, yes, thank you.
Who cares?
Because we took away their rights.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay, that's dark.
Took away their right to vote, and somebody started calling them voters to mock them.
Oh.
So now you know.
Very Hunger Games of you.
I didn't mean anything by it, Sergeant.
Of course you didn't, you're thoughtless.
You're thoughtless? Yo. Oh wait, does that say Fedra? Yeah, Fedra. Uh-oh.
Could be WLF, lock and load.
No.
Sarge.
Now if we go out there and force this will end up the way it always does. Because you're all Greenberg.
Oh no. Because you're all Greenberg. Shit.
You wanna die? Fine.
Yo, don't say that. That's not cool. Okay, look, these guys, they don't look. I mean, they are all coming out at the same time, whilst a Fedra truck is passing them.
Come with me.
The kid?
Learn something.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna be really honest. I didn't really find that first story funny. I just felt a little anxious. I felt like I was there, and I felt like I had to be hive mind with everyone.
You Isaac?
You Hanrahan.
Hanrahan. You set this up? That kid is a little bit, Oh my gosh. I'm shocked that... Yo! The kid is gonna... Oh shit. That's...
Welcome to the fight.
Wow. Wait a second. Why did he save the kid? Because the kid didn't go along with the joke?
Now make your choice.
Damn. Holy shit, what a start. That was quite the interesting little intro with the thoughtless. 11 years later. Okay, yeah. Well, because they said the name Isaac, and I was like, my mind was like, wait a second, we know the name Isaac. Who's Isaac?
No pain meds.
He's a wolf, right?
Ooh, you reckon a yeast infection?
Not today, but give me time.
Give you time. Hey, that's handy medicine to have regardless.
There's nothing else back here.
Oh?
Hey, I'm gonna pee.
She found a pregnancy test. Seattle Day 1. Hey, thanks for naming it like the game.
Good to go.
Are we good to go?
You okay?
Yeah. Interesting. Ellie is very perceptive with that. She probably knows Dina's energy pretty well though, doesn't she? Oh, okay. Haha. I'm still thinking about that intro, calling them voters.
What's up with all the rainbows? I don't know. Maybe they were all optimists.
Oh. Wait, do they not know what a pride flag is?
So much for a happy, proud Rainbow Town.
Just cover me.
I'm gonna check if there's any ammo in there.
How are they getting ammo still these days? I guess I don't know how intense the process to make ammo is.
You think it was the WLF? All these bodies are in Fedra gear. Almost looks like they were fighting each other.
Wonder what that was about.
Yo, that was loud.
3 burnt skeletons, like Apollo 1.
What?
Early astronauts. They're supposed to be the first ones to go to the moon, but they never made it off the launch pad.
Her space lore. Maybe we'll get the
At
bird
least
there
they died
today.
for something worthwhile. Yeah. These guys are just assholes killed by other assholes.
Funny you say that, Ellie. What are we really doing right now?
You gotta be shitting me.
Oh,
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Ellie!
If you paint a sign big enough to be seen from miles away, that means you want people to know that you're there.
True, true.
They're on a hill, so they'll see us coming.
Yes.
So we wait until dark and we head out on foot.
And right here is the perfect place to hole up because, well, no one's around. Which you proved brilliantly with.
Ooh, are we gonna get some Dina Ellie quality time? In a music store? Whoa, in a record store. Okay, yeah. Good girl, Shimmer. A guitar. Come on. Why did she kiss those? Because it preserved the... Did it preserve the guitar? Okay. Here we go.
Today's another day to find you shine.
Oh. Shy all of a sudden?
Shy away.
Yeah.
It's no better to be safe than sorry.
No, better to be safe than sorry.
Take
You can see the love in Dina's eyes. But also that breath.
a big gun.
Oh. Oh, Dina. Dina.
Pretty good.
All those lessons from Joel.
Oh, fuck.
Hungry? Starving. Great. Come on, I'll make us beef jerky.
I'll make us beef jerky. Oh. Ah! Stop it, that shot. Okay, back to Isaac. 11 years later.
When I was a younger man and I wanted to impress a woman, what I would do is cook for them. And I would think, okay, but one day I will own a Mauviel saucepan. And I was right. Just not how I planned.
Yeah. It's funny how things like that work out, isn't it?
The strange benefits of the apocalypse.
Things that used to be a lot of money are suddenly not.
Of course, this means it doesn't retain heat the way cast iron does, which of the two makes copper the inferior choice for interrogations. But
Oh,
if you own Mauviel,
interrogations.
you use Mauviel.
Who is this?
She watches over me.
Then she's been watching you get your ass kicked. You know there are even scars who don't believe she's some magic fairy in the sky, huh? Some of you actually understand she was just a person.
Heretics.
Oh, shit. I thought it was crazy that he was writing this love poem to Pand whilst he's doing this brutal interrogation. Oh, this is dark.
Where are the scars attacking next?
Seraphites.
He said, call us by our real name. Oh, wow. This person is like... Yikes. Okay, they're kind of...
Jesus. This is so fucked.
They really believe she's looking over them.
She fills your soul. You put an arrow in a little boy's head.
Oh my gosh.
She tell you to kill children?
You kill our children.
Never by choice, because you train them to shoot at us.
Jeez.
Because you broke it, because we broke it. I'm not playing your little chicken and
What
egg
came
games today,
first,
Star.
the chicken or the
Where is the
egg?
next attack?
Shit. I don't think this person's gonna talk.
You're gonna lose.
Whoa.
We have automatic weapons and hospitals, and so tell me, how are we going to lose?
Every day, one of your wolves comes to see the truth and takes her into their heart.
No shot.
To take the holy mortification.
No
To
way.
become a Seraphite.
That sounds
And none of
crazy.
us ever leave.
And none of us, I mean, I guess he would know the numbers. But that seems so unlikely to go
I will
to
burn every part of you.
this,
until you
like...
tell me what I want to know!
Oh my goodness. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, putting out your hand. Wow, you don't hold any power over him. Wow. Oh. Well, yeah, I mean,
Good.
not gonna teach you anything. That kid just said
Scar
good.
got what he deserved.
Jeez. Is this the kid from the beginning?
Fucking animal.
Fucking animal. Okay, it is dark.
Oh boy. Second floor.
Oh, open window. Great.
And if we run into wolves that weren't in Jackson?
Good boundary question.
Agreed.
Oh, we killed them? Okay. Wow. Just an agreed. Well, you know what? We've got a lot to talk about after this episode ends. There's a lot of moments kind of bringing up this thought of like this cyclical nature of revenge, the cyclical nature of anger, grief, resentment, revenge, hate. Holy shit. Okay, so those would have been Seraphites, because arrows.
He isn't one of them. No. But we're definitely in the right place.
I mean, at that point, you've got to take a second and realize, like, that the wolves are a really, like, organized group of people. Holy shit. Oh my god, it's just like the game.
Dina? These aren't any of them either.
And you're not the only one with a vendetta against the wolves. Oh, someone else was bleeding. Careful. I think you should get your gun out. Oh. Feel her love. I don't feel it. I don't feel...
That group we saw in the woods, they did this.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with
Oh, yeah.
Seattle?
That's a great question. Monsters are outside of the gates of Jackson, is what we know. Okay. Even Tommy's little boy can tell us that.
It's the same ones we use. If she called for backup.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here.
Oh shit, this just oh fuck. Oh, this is bad.
Scar's got all of them.
This is not good.
You, cut them down.
Shouldn't we secure the station first?
I said cut them the fuck down.
Should we secure the station first? Yes, you should.
Kill them.
Isaac said he wants him live for questioning.
Isaac's not here, okay? I don't care if it's a fucking baby. Look what they did. Now fan the fuck out.
Oh, so they would kill without asking questions, which means they would just shoot us if they find us, which means we need to somehow take everyone down. And they all have big boy guns, and we don't. And I don't know if Dina's in a state of being able to help right now, but I don't want to count her out, right? Like, she's not weak. She's just pregnant. Probably. Maybe. I'm so scared. This was like one of my least favorite parts of the game. I'm not good at stealth. Ooh. You can't use a gun. You've got to kill him the old-fashioned way. The old-fashioned way.
We got one!
Shit! Yeah, he still has a voice. Okay, see? Yeah, there you go, Dina. Alright. Run! Holy shit. Okay, that was fine. I mean, we did no looting in there, but it was fine. Oh my god, they're just gonna start shooting. Oh shit, they're just ripping shots.
No, we can fit, they can't. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Go fast, go fast. Okay. They're just gonna wait us out though.
Circle to south entrance.
They know this city though. This is not good. That's so scary. Uh-oh. Spaghettios, you have awakened the beast. Oh no.
I thought it was supposed
It was. Oh. Well, then now they're distracted. Okay. Uh-oh. So there's at least 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a clicker war. Holy shit. Holy sh! That is so many! What can they do? Where can they go? That's... yep, that is a lot of dead bodies. Oh my god, you've gotta go. You've gotta go. I feel like we are so in over our heads right now. Hell yeah, Dina. I was like worried about Dina earlier just because she's throwing up a little bit, but she's the one fucking nailing shots today. Okay, Ellie.
Ellie! Up!
Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Shit, 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 shit.
Jump!
Oh my goodness. Oh, that timing. Oh. Oh my god. They are so smart. And we are just 2 humans. Okay. Holy shit. Oh my gosh. No! Ellie? That is one way to tell Dina your secret. Holy shit. Oh my gosh. Dina. I wonder what their like normal protocol would be when you see someone bit. I would have still been afraid to run out there. Oh, the theater. Dina's like, I don't want to fall. Oh shit. Oh, Dina. Look at that wide berth she's taking.
Okay, it's not perfect, but if anyone tries to get in, it'll buy some.
Oh, Dina.
What are you doing?
You were bit.
I would die for you. I would, but that is not what just happened.
Words, Ellie.
I'm immune. I can't get infected. I know you don't believe me. I get it. I wouldn't believe me either, but a lot of times I wish this wasn't true.
Oh, Ellie.
I'm gonna wake up exactly as I am right now. Me.
Oh, Ellie. She said a lot of the times I wish this wasn't true. Ellie.
It's just water. Rain fell on my face, that's all.
Dina's like, what the fuck?
See? No shaking.
I'm just trying to imagine what I would need. I mean, obviously, like, you're going to want to believe it if you love someone, so you have that. But when you grow up in this world, I don't know. I think you're gonna have seen so many people get bitten, infected, and you have to kill them, or you have to see them killed, or you have to know that they died, or you know they're out there. I don't know. And to believe it, I feel like your emotions would not be so wrapped up in this. Which is why Dina still has the gun held.
Ellie.
Dina?
I'm pregnant.
Oh, what? That's when you decide to tell her? And then kiss her? Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, whoa. This is... Okay, you know what? I'm not your mother. That got so... You know, this is cute.
Wait, no. Warning
No.
breath.
Oh. I feel you, but that was such a rude way to say it.
I don't know if this is gonna be better. It'll be better.
jerky?
Beefy.
Should we talk about it though?
Is this where you were bitten before? You said it was a burn.
Most of it is.
Oh, Burn is smart.
You did it to yourself?
To hide the
I
bite.
really wanted to wear short sleeves again.
It's a little thing, but when you start to hide little things, they become big things.
You don't say.
Why now?
I thought you were gone.
Oh, it was really heightened sense of emotions.
This future I was imagining, where we're together and we have a kid, and I don't even know if you want that.
Oh,
I want it with you.
that's cute.
I'm sorry it took so long. I knew how you felt about me.
How? I was hiding it really well.
No, Ellie.
When I was little, I told my mother I like boys and I like girls. And she said, no, you like boys.
Wow. Internalized,
got
yeah.
Stuck.
Afraid when your own mom says that to you.
I tried to make things work with Jesse because I like him. I do. I think he's a really good guy. He wasn't the one. Still kept trying anyway.
Yeah, we know. That's why you're pregnant.
Not everyone's as brave as you.
I'm not brave. I'm just obvious. How do you know for sure that you're...
I found a pregnancy test at the pharmacy and I peed on it.
Peed on it?
That's how it works. I don't just randomly piss on stuff.
We don't know how pregnancy tests work, Ellie.
This thing's pretty old. How do you know?
And here.
How many
And
did
here's a
you
couple more.
pee on? 4? Wow. Well, yeah, okay, you're pregnant.
So, we're having a baby.
She said we.
It was Jesse, right? So we're all having a baby. I'm gonna be a dad.
Oh. Oh, that just broke us into reality. Okay. Whoa.
He just said Nora.
Yeah.
She's gonna know where
Yeah,
I am.
Abby is, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, we go up high and we look around. Come on.
Now we're back at it. Okay. I like how they did that moment. We'll talk. Whoa.
See that white building out there? That's it. That's Lake Hill.
That is kind of far away for trying to like hide and shit. But I mean, I guess they're probably all pretty preoccupied right now, right? So now would be a good time to try to go, or...
You don't have to go.
Where's
You can stay
Shimmer?
here.
Oh, wow, Ellie.
It's different now.
Yes, it is.
Will you please just think about it?
Going into protection mode. Dina doesn't like that, but it's a good conversation to have. Oh. Oh.
Together.
Together. That's the end of the episode? Fuck, that wasn't enough for me. Oh, okay, we have things to talk about. First, let's address it from the front. Isaac. Interesting introduction to him. I really liked it. That first Josh Peck is staring at me. That's his name, right? I found myself doing something that I don't often do, but it's like I felt like I was so out of the loop that I just, like that first little like segment where Josh was talking, I felt so out of the loop and I was like, felt so dumb that I just kind of, what you do in social situations, where you just kind of like laugh when other people laugh, you just like pick up on the social cues around you because you're like, I don't really know what's going on here. And it was like making me feel really awkward. So I was just like, I'm just gonna listen and to what other people are doing instead. You know, if you can't fake it till you make it, I guess. So I felt so awkward in that first little bit. And then when we met Isaac and we finally unpacked like what does the voters mean? And realizing that was like almost almost turned into like a slur, I guess. You could tell very quickly that Isaac thought very little of these people around him, except for the guy who asked the question, the like young guy who I think, let me look at the faces. Okay, that's his little face. Is that the same guy? I don't know. You tell me. Okay, so we learned this about Isaac, right? We learned that he was Fedra, used his status within Fedra to work with the wolves, which I believe, if I'm recalling correctly, we heard his name from Abby's crew. Someone had mentioned someone named Isaac who ran something out in Seattle. So that would be this. That would be Isaac. I'm pretty sure that we'd heard his name before. So that was an interesting start. And it kind of was it was a nice understanding of who Isaac is. But also something we saw a lot in this was kind of like, is it okay to hurt someone, to kill someone, to hunt them down, torture them, etc., if they've done equal or worse things to you? And that kind of seems to be this thread. I mean, that is a thread through the show, but I feel like today's episode was very abundant. And I think they did it in a couple of different ways. They kind of brought that up. They even had Ellie say something at one point about just one group of assholes killing another group of assholes. Kind of a fascinating thing to say when you, to someone, could be perceived as an asshole for trying to hunt Abby down to kill her, who also others could perceive her as an asshole, right? And it's like, oof, we all just, it's a different world. So today's morals don't exist in it. If somebody hurt me, if somebody killed my father in today's world, I don't think it would ever be, well, it would never be okay for them to kill my father, but also it would never be okay for me to go and get my revenge in the same way. And whilst for the most part that's not true in this world is very different. Death and killing is very normalized. And I think that's part of like the heightened experience of this world is like, yeah, you could forgive, you could forget, you could get back another way, but like really the only way to truly get them back would be to murder, because these groups aren't working together. There's no centralized way of thinking. There's no centralized rule system to follow. There's different groups, and you see that very vividly too with like the Seraphites versus the wolves, who the Seraphites have this like prophecy and this person and this her that they do everything for, and then the wolves are not, they don't seem to have this like prophecy or anything. But I think the two examples of like religious followings we have from this show, the one in season 1 and then of course the Seraphites in this one, are both very cultish, are very like easy to consider a cult. You see like a prophecy, you see like something untangible that people are following and believing in, even when that's just not probably happening. But it does give people this strength, and people are kind of looking for something always in life. But I would imagine in a world like this, they're looking for something bigger than them to kind of make sense of things, or to justify things. We do see today that it can give someone the strength to be like, you're not going to torture any information out of me. Here's my hand, burn it. I don't care. Burn me again. I'm not talking. And for someone in Isaac's position, or any position on the other end of that, that's got to be so frustrating, because like most people will crumble. Most people will fold and give you the information you want if you torture them enough. That's why people use torture as a technique to get information out of other people. However, having something bigger than the human, bigger than yourself to kind of believe in, changes the playing field a little bit. So that is something very interesting about the Seraphites. But also between Isaac and the Seraphite that he was torturing in that moment, we get this kind of back and forth of like right and wrong. Who's right, who's wrong? And of course, we're not in there. We were never in their treaty. We were never in their conversations. We don't know what the deal is. And those two groups were supposedly at one point working together, but now they're essentially in war together. And, you know, that seems to be the way of life It seems to be the way of life. People continue to want more and more power until it kills them. And that is the cycle of power. Great. So seems like the Seraphites and the wolves had a nice peace treaty for a while. Something broke it. But then, because we saw the dead child, which Ellie, you could see in her face, we saw the dead Seraphite child, which when Ellie saw that and they realized that the wolves did that kind of like emboldened her. And I think it also kind of like turned my stomach a little bit, and probably turned your stomach or other people who are watching this' stomach, and created an environment where we were like starting to justify what they're doing. But that's the real kicker of what the conversation between Isaac and the Seraphite was for me, was like, yeah, we see this dead child, but then the Seraphites are like, yeah, well, you kill our children. And then the wolves are like, yeah, well, you give your children guns. I didn't see the Seraphites with guns. I didn't see that little girl Seraphite with a gun. We saw her with a hammer, but it's a sick world where you're utilizing the presence of a child to kind of get away with shit. And, it's hard to see children the same when they are trying to kill you. But does any act of violence excuse any other act of violence? Personally, I think the answer to that is no. And that's kind of one of the journeys we go on in this show, is like, where does revenge start and kind of evil, where does revenge end and evil begin? I don't know. Of course, we also got a fun few nods to the game visually today. I mean, some iconic locations. I mean, even calling it like Seattle Day One felt like a nod to gamers. Seeing the TV station, seeing the train tunnels, and then the guitar moment, of course. And of course, now we're in the theater, which is very reminiscent of the game. Something that I really liked and I thought was really well done, and I think has been a big conversation of like people feeling like they aren't doing the Dina, Ellie, the deli. They're not giving us the deli special the same way. And they aren't. And I was a little bit worried that they had Dina circle back to Jesse just as like a fix for the plot hole, because I think it was kind of confusing to know that Dina went back to Jesse while Ellie was in the hospital. Now, I knew that they were probably going to keep the storyline that she's pregnant. I understood the need for it from a plot standpoint, but I think they did kind of handle it emotionally well. I think Ellie putting her arm out and buying them time to get out of that moment, taking the bite instead of Dina getting bit, because Dina's not immune. We know why Ellie's immune, or we can fathom why Ellie's immune, from being born whilst her mom got bit by a clicker. Or was it a clicker or a stalker? I'm not even sure anymore. And that's probably not how Dina was born. So Ellie taking that moment and doing it in this kind of like very high tense situation, and then the way they paced it with Dina, I think was well done, because Dina, I was wondering kind of what's the protocol for this, and I think I'm assuming that whatever happened with Joel and the therapist's husband, I can't remember his name, Eugene, I assume what happened with them was somewhat similar. Like Eugene got bit while they were out on patrol, and then Joel had to kill him and like explain it, or it could have been something else, but I'm assuming that's kind of how that went down. And so I'm assuming that there's some sort of protocol that if someone gets bit, you have to kill them. And Dina had mentioned that at one point when Dina and Ellie went and found the stalker. Well, they weren't looking for the stalker, but they came across the stalker. Dina had mentioned something like, oh, you didn't get bit, right? I don't have to shoot you. I don't have to kill you. So that's kind of been in the back of my mind. Like, oh, do they just like shoot, no questions asked? Ellie was able to get herself out of that situation. I kind of talked about it in the moment. That you have to really like someone, really love them to listen to them and kind of see that situation out, because you're just putting yourself in harm's danger. And in this world, you've surely seen so many people get bit, so many people get infected, or you just know what this means. But with Ellie, it doesn't mean the same thing. However, I wouldn't be able to believe that so quickly. Love does kind of make us dumb sometimes. It makes us blind a little bit. But I think, to circle back to kind of what I'm trying to get at here, is that tension build up there really helped with these, like, bring that sexual tension moment in. Was it a little bit fast? Yes. Did it feel like it just like really went zero full throttle? Yes. Maybe a little bit confusing also. Yes, but like, well, not confusing, but to drop the I'm pregnant and then kiss Ellie was, you know, it was doing the most. However, I think the way Dina explained it, like, first of all, internalized homophobia, having her mom tell her essentially in a nice-ish way, but, you know, it's not fair to do to your children. No, you're not allowed to like girls. You like guys. You like boys. That, you know, how you live around someone who you know won't accept you, or who has told you that they won't accept you for who you are, does make it hard to fully embrace who you are, especially in a scenario where the things that you feel to be true will subject you to hate and judgment from your peers. Finding that out about Dina, and then Dina being like, I just thinking that you were going to die, and like kind of finding out I was pregnant and starting to daydream about the life we were going to have, and then thinking that I lost it all in that moment, that's going to shake you to your core. And then when you find out that you can still have the life, like, you've got to really embrace the life that and the opportunity you have right in front of you. So, you know, good for Dina. Yeah, I think those are my main thoughts. Main takeaways being Dina and Ellie, they've done it. They did a good job with that. I feel connected to them. I also feel like excited about this dream and this life that we could have together with them. And then I feel kind of torn about this world and this cyclical nature of harm and killing and hate. My beliefs outtrump yours, so I'm allowed to kill you. Or my pain outtrumps the fact that you have a life and a family and I deserve to kill you. I don't know. I'm experiencing the story in an interesting way. I think I've talked about it a lot, that like I've played the game, so I know how the story goes, and I'm struggling internally with this. Like, I think they did a great job at making me dislike Abby. I do. I also know I've already gone through this journey of hating Abby and then kind of coming to understand Abby and seeing like, oh, maybe we're not all that much better than Abby, and having that internal dilemma. And you know, I can't just set aside that learning, but I think the show is doing a good job of kind of like allowing me to set it aside, kind of like let it sit on the back burner and be like almost gets me emotionally invested and like cheering Ellie on, but then also there's a devil on my shoulder that's like, but it's like, I guess it would probably more so be an angel that is like, yeah, but now you're an asshole for thinking that, and it's making for an interesting experience. And I think they're doing a good job of kind of showing that it's not just this one example of this, right? This world is built out. This world is almost made of people hurting people because people hurt their people, and then we hurt their people and their people hurt our people, and which came first, the chicken or the egg, you know, give a mouse a cookie and all that. So yeah, that's how I feel. That episode flew by, and I'm hoping next week is the episode that's a little bit longer. I don't know. I know there's an episode that's like an hour and a half at some point, and I'm itching for it. I feel like we're getting like fed little pieces of this show at a time, but you know I love it. And I'll be back here next Monday to drop you episode 5. I watch these episodes nearly as soon as they come out, and then I edit them and get them out the door for you as fast as I possibly can. So thank you for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.